Hey, everybody, this is Kyle Spencer. Um, again, this is Yakima Nation corruption. And a few things I'm going to try to do some housekeeping on right away is that um, I just recently got a text from my so called cousin, Shay Spencer, and it deals with um, some pretty disturbing stuff, quite honestly. And what she's basically telling me and my mom. Let's see here. Um, she's like, "Fuck you and the horse you rode in on. You know you were wrong for threatening court employees, and you didn't like that Tamara stood up for them. You threatened Marcus Shirzad, and you don't remember that because you were drunk telling me about it. I lost my mom, so what's your excuse? So you, your brother, and your mom can fuck off. Tell her to move out." And so uh, my initial reply before that, precursor to this, was I just told Shay, is like, you are a drunk. Stop drinking because you are better than that. Stop using your mom as an excuse to drink. Stop attacking me for standing up to people in our tribe that want to inflict damage. Um, so what's peculiar, what's very extremely interesting is that she uses Marcus Shirzad right away. She didn't talk about Ethan Jones. She talked about Marcus Shirzad. And so what that means to me, multiple things, but the first thing is that they're trying to get to me through my family members, and they think that's going to stop. But again, they should have learned their fucking lesson. The tribe should have learned their lesson the first time when I fought for the people on the Salazar Sally Jewell money. So it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe I'll just lighten it up a little bit for you folks. But what do you call a snake, a rattlesnake in your left pocket and a condom with a hole in your right pocket? You don't know? Well, I don't know either, but I wouldn't fuck with either one of them. So that's the way the tribe needs to do with me, is like, why are you guys fucking with me? Why are you guys doing this stuff? And the reason why they do this is because they do this to you people. They do this to Yakimas on a daily basis. They do this. I mean, it's bad enough that, white people, do this to us, but our own tribal members are doing this to us. You have people like Alyssa Buck, who's a judge, who ruled on Edwin Lewis, who was in somebody's house staring at their daughter, and he uses some bullshit excuse like, well, my dog came inside the house. Are you kidding me? And you know who let him off? Davis Washings and Alyssa Buck, who sit there and pushed Crystal Buck's court paperwork through. Alyssa Buck and Davis Washings. So, these are the things that I don't abide by. I don't, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to always fight for my children. I'm always going to fight for my civil rights. I'm always going to fight for my parental rights. And I'm always going to fight for my tribal rights. Because you know what? I don't have to be under the thumb of Yakima Nation. And none of you either do too. And you're stronger than that. And you need to stick up for yourselves. Start suing the fuck out of these people and start holding them accountable for what they should be doing. A lot of it is like, oh, well, that's my family or my relative. Well, guess what? Look at what my relative just did, and I don't have to worry about shit like that. But, I straight up honest and plain and simple is that my cousin Shay is a drunk. She has been for a long time. And I don't care, but everybody has a drunk in their family. So, but regardless is that, I'm just going to post this little one really quick, and then I'm going to post a good one tonight. But you folks need to stand up for yourselves. I'm helping a cousin with something that's extremely bad against the tribe here soon. And they, arrested her son, and they didn't even charge him till after 72 hours later. I'm telling you, people, this shit goes on a daily basis, and they get away with it because they're in the positions of authority, but they still are acting outside their scope of authority. Do something about it. Stand up. Man or woman, stand up. All it takes for evil to succeed is the good person to not say anything or do anything. You guys have that right. Everybody has that right. Living in your little fishbowl over there on the fucked up Yakima reservation, and it is fucked up. They couldn't make it outside. Tell them to go outside even in Yakima. They couldn't make it out there. But they do it with the tribe because they can just fucking lollygag in and do all this other shit and be 15 minutes late every single fucking day, and show up late for work and then just hide out on the reservation and do this shit. Hey, it sucks. The truth hurts, doesn't it? So, these people are just God is God. I believe in God. I believe in the Creator. And it's God's job to forgive, not mine. So I can, it's just not my job to forgive them. But again, key points, ask about the 30 vehicles that were bought with CARES Act money that should have went to the tribe for the money, but were given to tribal members when Delano Saluskin was in there. But yet the same people that are in there now, it's just a succession, and they've condoned it. You have people that are in positions that aren't qualified, and two, their legal, moral, and ethical values have been compromised, so their moral turpitude is non-existent, but yet they still have a job there. Plenty of other stuff that I can go into. And this is actually in a reaction to what my cousin Shay just sent me, and it's fucked up. I'm going to tell you right now that Ethan Jones and Marcus Shirzad and Rona Washines are going to get a bar complaint to him, and I'm going to bring it up. I'm also telling you that I have two other cases that I'm going to do. One against the BIA and two against the tribe again for a qui tam suit. Now, you look that up. I'm not going to sit there and tell you that, and I'm not going to show my hand, but eventually they're going to sit there and have so much crap on their plate that they're going to have to do that. And on two different occasions, I've heard from good sources where they sit there and they said, hey, we need to settle with Mr. Spencer. And this most recent last time, the three members that were there were Gerald Lewis, Jeremy Takala, and Terry Heemsaw. And Gerald Lewis told them, we need to settle with Mr. Spencer, because if we don't, he's going to bring out all the stuff that we're in the wrong for. Now, that's a pretty damn telling statement. So it's not just tribal council either, folks. It's general council too. Roger Fyender's fucked up. Ned Tilliquats is fucked up. And, whoever the other officer is in there is fucked up, because they're condoning the actions. They're not condemning it. They're not there for you people, which they should be in the first place, but they're condoning all of their elected officials' positions. And those elected officials, when they go into that position, they're there for themselves first and foremost. And then a side thought is the rest of the Yakima Nation and its tribal members. So it's not going to happen that way. Not on my watch, not with me, So I'm always going to fight for my kids. I'm always going to be there for that. And if people don't like it, go fuck yourselves. I don't care. I don't ever want to sit there and explain to my kids that I didn't fight for them and that I didn't do something for them. It's not going to happen that way. So again, this is going to be a short clip. Hoping to keep it less than 15 minutes. And please, by all means, write your questions on this. Ask it. I know I'm going to get some haters out there, but haters going to hate. So hey, I do it. But you know what? You know why they're trying so hard and why they haven't done anything? Because my appeal's been on an appeal for the last 2 fucking years. And that's again against our own RYCs. That appeal is supposed to be taken care of. They don't do it. They don't follow their own damn laws. So, all those joke ass fucking signs when you come on the reservation that say tribal laws are enforced, they don't do it. They themselves don't do it. You can't dispute that. And if you do dispute it, then you're obviously one of the ones where you get your fucking way with the tribe because your family knows this family or, any of that shit. Pardon me. Last thing that I'll say before I do this, and this is just one of many things. Last 2 things, actually, is that nobody was in the room with me when I got asked to get a payoff from my own cousin, and $250,000 was sitting in front of me. And all they wanted to do was for me to go away and not say anything. And that's not fucking happening. I didn't take the money. I was disgusted by the person that the relative that told me that and showed me that, but I didn't take it. Not a single fucking dime. $250,000 is a lot of money. The other thing is too, is that somebody, when I came back, and I'll tell you, he passed away and his name was Jim. And they asked me at the same time they were asking me, they were propositioning me and they said, well, we'll make you the captain of the police. I go, I don't want that. I don't want to be the captain of police. I don't fucking like cops. I don't trust cops and I don't trust any law enforcement officer, even my own cousin, Brent Hoptout over there at Zilla. Like, if you want to talk to me, you better be out of uniform when you're talking to me. But anyway, they asked me if I could track down their grandson because I just recently got out of the Marine Corps. And these people were just all against me. They're saying bad shit about me. But you know what? I still helped them out. I still found their grandson for them. And that's because it's from a Marine to a Marine. But at the same time, it's human being to human being. And I tracked him down. Did I use the best means possible? No, absolutely not. I didn't. I had an officer friend that was in there at that point in time. He tracked him down, and he was in Iraq, and I was out. But he was in Iraq, and they tracked him down. And I shit you not, 24 hours later, Iraqi time, they called, he called his grandparents, and then they came back and they said, well, hey, thanks for doing this. Appreciate it. I was like, you know what you can thank me with is holding our council members responsible. Well, they didn't want to do that shit. So, it's the good old boys network in there. So if you're one of these Yakima Nation tribal members that refutes and denies and deflects that, just like my partner and her sisters and her family, then you can go fuck yourselves too. But other than that, I'm pretty pissed. I'm pissed because I don't get to see my children. I was 100% primary caregiver, and I went to everything that I could possibly do. And like I said, maybe when I dial it down a little bit later on tonight, you guys can see what I'm talking about. So again, no shame in my game. And I'll tell you guys this up front, Say something. Do something. Rumors are just rumors. Unless these people can come out of the woodwork and say, yep, this is what he did. Other than that, it ain't fucking mean shit. Respect is earned, not given.